What is going on, Oaks? Welcome back to the Fight Scene YouTube channel. And Oaks, I've got to address something because I posted a clip yesterday of me saying that Josh Emmett's crazy to be asking for big fights because he's 1-3 in his last four, and he just lost to someone ranked like better than him, so he should be fighting lower down in the rankings. But he wants big fights only because it's towards the end of his career. And some Oaks gave me some shit for it, bro. Across the various platforms that I posted on, Oaks are just saying things like, well, yeah, he's 40 years old. Like, what do you expect because of his reputation at featherweight? Like, of course, he only wants big money fights toward the end of his career. And that was some Oak on YouTube Shorts. And I was like, bro, like, the reason the divisions are so stagnant is because of these older fighters who are just waiting for title shots and big money fights. So they just hold and sit on their rankings for ages. And then all these young up and coming fighters lose months and months of their primes or like of their youth because they want to fight higher in the rankings, but these Oaks don't want to take the matchups against them. So I'm not a fan of Oaks just sitting on rankings and only fighting for big title fights. I am a huge Poirier fan. He's my favorite fighter for sure. But I'm so glad he's retiring. I'm so glad Gagey wants to retire. Like, the lightweight division has had the same Oaks there for so long, and they all just want to fight big fights and stuff. They all just fight each other, which can be cool, but it's like we've seen that. And they just wait and they fight once, maybe twice a year. So it's like finally the lightweight division is moving on. So we need the rest of the divisions to move on. I had some Oak calling me a casual on TikTok. I bet you that Oak doesn't stay up from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. watching Apex cards. I bet you that Oak didn't stay up for Barber versus Blanchfield for a main event that didn't even happen in the Apex. I bet you he didn't stay up for that entire fight or that entire card. But he was come call me a casual. Oak must chill out. He must chill out. And also, who do they want Emmett to fight, bro? No one is going to fight Emmett in the top 5, even in the top 10. So Emmett's ranked 9, okay? So we'll start from the top. So Volk champ, okay? Holloway's number 1 ranked. He's fighting Poirier. Evloev ranked 2nd. He should have a title shot next, but he is booked against Aaron Pico, okay? Lopez booked against Gene Silver, who's ranked 10. 4, Yair Rodriguez, hopefully booked against 5, Arnold Allen, or Rodriguez title shot, something like that, okay? Then also ranked 5 for some reason and not 6 is Brian Ortega, who he just got booked. I can't remember who against, but he just got booked, okay? Number 7, Lerone Murphy, who just beat Josh Emmett, who's ranked 9. And then 8 is Aljamain Sterling. I don't know if Aljo has a fight booked or what, but I don't think Aljo is going to fight Emmett. So what big money fights does Josh Emmett want, Oaks? What do you want for him? You cannot tell me that you are keen to see a 40-year-old Emmett just sitting on his ranking while we have exciting prospects waiting to fight, bro. Like, maybe Zalal's not that exciting, but he's ranked 11. And Emmett's ranked 9 coming off a loss against the Oak who's ranked 7. Like, Oaks don't think before they comment, bro. But, you know what? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. And if we've learned anything, UFC is a very toxic environment. But I love it. I do love it. I love fighting with Oaks. I do keep it a little bit chill because I still want to be a somewhat like professional page in a way. So I don't go overboard in my responses. I keep it like classy in a way, but I kind of tell the Oaks like, bro, how can you be telling me I don't know what I'm talking about when you don't know what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know, Oaks, how can you not be in favor of wanting to see the younger prospects come through and the older Oaks move on? Like, I think it depends on when you became a fan, maybe, and if you were a fan earlier on into the sport, you appreciate the OGs more, and you don't want to see them leave the sport. But I do appreciate the OGs, but I guess coming from someone who's seen all these new up-and-comers like Diego Lopez and that like generation coming through, I don't know, I want to see the changeover. I think it's time for a changeover, because all the older guys do just want to wait for bigger fights, which holds up divisions. So I'm just going in circles, so I'm not going to talk about it specifically anymore. But yeah, that is just my opinion, Oaks. I do think it's time for change. So I had to address it because I don't know how Oaks were out here defending Josh Emmett so much. there might have been Oaks who did agree with me, and they're the ones who just like the video, and I always appreciate those Oaks. I don't know if anyone on TikTok really watches my YouTube videos, but there's a few Oaks on TikTok and on Instagram that I see commenting and liking consistently, and I want to say, Oaks, doesn't go unnoticed for sure. I know who you are, and I see you, Oaks, always giving me some love and appreciation, and I appreciate that. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of just all I wanted to talk about. I don't know, I was feeling a bit fueled up, and my YouTube videos don't really get that many views to the point where I have to really be quiet about it. So it's kind of nice to record a long video, and then I can just choose what I want to post on Instagram or TikTok. That's all I have to say. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you in the next one.